4 of my inventory.
Hey, what is up, everybody? How's it going? Risen Gaia, aka Adam, aka whatever the hell you want to call me, coming back at you. It is session 17 for the Strife of Aradiel. Players are all here tonight. That's right. Can you believe it? Not a single person is missing for this evening. Let's get them all in here. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, we are missing. You can see just beneath me here, we are missing our dice little window because D&D Beyond likes to do dumb stuff. But hey, I'll trade the dice box for our players any day. Gonna get into some nonsense tonight. First off,
are we that unreliable,
thank you for the
man?
sub. Always appreciate it. Also, yes, Plem, we are gonna get. We gotta make a. I gotta make a Plemelin the Goblin emote. We gotta get one in there. So, any suggestions? Anybody out there? Anybody got a suggestion on what he needs to be doing in that emote? That's what we gotta figure out. What is he doing? Something
Obviously holding that blunderbuss that he made for Torin.
I was thinking that, or just him holding up a wheel, just like this is the magic right here, buddy.
Something holding a little more absurd than a wheel. I feel like
Duct tape and wheel.
Duct tape and a wheel. Oh, amazing. All right. We'll get back to that. So make sure you guys put in your, what does it say? Whatever I want to call you, shit. Oh well. Things I do.
It should.
Bastard.
Oh,
Yeah,
second
right?
duct tape and wheel. Okay.
All right. Anyways, so let me go ahead and swing on into things here. Now, last week we were missing Ragnar. I know we had some last minute stuff, and Ira was out, and everybody else. You guys had, kind of finished dealing with some things there, and basically got set on the path towards the next option, the next place for where you guys might find the next set of artifacts here. Now, there were 3 options there. It's really up to the group as far as how you all want to decide. Now, since the whole group wasn't here, you guys decided to do a little side quest just to, kind of keep things going for a little bit while waiting for everyone to get back together. Went down into some local little mines there and ended up fighting off a bullet and possibly making an enemy of a baby bullet. Who knows? We'll see. Stuff happens. And yeah, so now we're just bringing it all back around here. Let me go ahead and... we are... Where are you guys all rejoining? So I can figure out where the hell we are at. Are you guys going back to your inn there, or are we going to be just out in town? What's the plan?
I guess in the inn, right?
Yeah, the long puddle in. Let's do it.
I don't know where Ira is or Ragnar, but we might as well wait them out in the inn with a cup of ale.
So, as you all make your way back up, heading back up into the actual main city from the outskirts where you were to take care of that little side quest there, and return back to the Long Puddle Inn. Inside there, you would find Ragnar and Ira, unless otherwise suggested by them. I would say that Nick, come on, wait. Every time. Focus. I gotta focus. All right. So making your way in there, unless he says otherwise, and Ragnar will have been, you all were in there kind of just grabbing a meal, whatever else they were doing in the meantime, and rejoining together with the information, the possible destinations forward and routes ahead. And however you all would like to continue that, are you staying down and talking in the kind of dining area there, or are you guys making your way up to the rooms?
I mean, I guess in the dining area, as we have to talk to them about the things that Aylor said to us.
All right, go for it. Let me know if you guys have any questions or need any clarification on anything.
Hey, Ira, we We thought about bringing back you a pet for you, but it was just a little too big. It turned out to be the size of a pony.
I tried my best.
Torn was all for it.
Sorry, the size of a pony. What exactly did you guys find?
I'm getting some static here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Static.
It's a waterfall.
Sorry.
Well, we helped.
Oh, nope, no static.
It tried to bite my hand off, Ira. It wasn't a good pet.
I'm getting more concerned if it tried to bite somebody's hand off and you thought it would be a good pet.
I mean, we know you are good with animals, so we thought you could do magic, right?
I would definitely try, but again, what is it you guys were trying to bring back?
You know, a puppy.
Oh, a puppy. Oh, Edvar, if it tried to bite your hand off, it was probably just trying to play with
It
you.
was not a puppy, okay? It came out from a wall, literally from a wall, like in a mine, okay? It was not a puppy, and it had no hair. It had scales, right? It was scary. Look at this. I'm going to show him like the blood and the wounds that the mother did to me.
Oh, Jesus, that looks like it was done to you by something a bit bigger than a puppy.
Ah, yes, that was his mother.
Yeah, I mean KB's hand, his whole arm's gone. Now, yeah.
Please end it.
You guys took KB with you into the mine. Look at him. He can barely move.
Well, he doesn't have an arm anymore.
Please.
You're prolonging his suffering. He's already asking us to end it. We're trying to help him here, and
It's a
you're
nice
taking him-
reminder.
What are
Jesus.
you doing with those things? Don't we have two of them? We've got KB7 and KB13.
Yes,
Yeah. Which one? Let's see, which one was it? That was.
I think I had KB.
It was in the bag. But I had like a.
KB7.
So what was the 13? I guess 13
When
was
he
in
got
the bag.
smashed by the robot
Yeah, he
dragon.
got pretty banged up. He's
So I just
pretty much
pulled
in the
his
same
arm.
condition as your other
I thought
friend
they were
there. He
both
doesn't
in
look
the
as
same
chipper anymore.
condition. Just
Tor,
please end me.
what's your plan for these things? What are you gonna do?
I don't know yet.
You guys took
I mean-
KB13. You left me with KB7. What the heck?
We're gonna. It's gonna take time. I don't know quite the plan for him yet. If anything, it'd be good for whenever we want just an extra hand in our little house. But
Come on, have some sensitivity, man. He's missing an arm.
hopefully we can fix it.
Well, in all seriousness, I think it'd be pretty cool to have a prototype soul forged for our base back in Midway. In all seriousness, if you guys wanted to, we could maybe try to see if we could turn one or both of them into Aelor or the Jarl for some reward money. Because truthfully, these things, those two things, those two KBs, they are really prototype soul forged.
That is true.
It's going to have consequences, but
It
it's
is.
an option.
That's what I'm worried about. Unless we give him the one KB, was it 7? Yeah, 7th one that keeps saying end it.
Hmm.
I feel like I have a pretty good bond with
Please?
this guy. We can't hear you. We're just hearing static, Ragnar.
Oh no.
I saw you were trying to talk.
Yeah.
Is that
mean-
where it's coming from? Was that your mic there, Ragnar? No worries. Let me know when you got it fixed and everything. Just if you gotta do push to talk for the meantime, then for sure. I think we know the next stretch goal, y'all. We're gonna get Ragnar a new mic.
See,
Why is Ragnar so quiet? Did you talk to him or something?
Is that
Time he
better?
opens its mouth, it's just
that's KB13 talking right there. He's a smash.
he turned into one of those guys from the fucking Body Snatchers. What's happening?
Oh God.
I mean, I like the idea. I just don't want to give any sort of head start if, if Aelor is basically bending the knee to these Jarls.
For sure. Because we have this essentially one up on the other Jarls right now in the quest of looking for the Soul Forged.
We do.
Personally, I would rather hold out until, it comes up. They never asked for it. I don't want to go offering it just to give them a head start on something that we have very little information on at the moment.
Ragnar, any preference?
I've been out of the game a little bit, and I don't. So no preference over here.
That's fine. Well, we can hang on to them because it's no skin off our back. They're not hurting us. They're just annoying us.
You just put him in the bag of holding and he can't talk anymore. It's not like he needs to breathe.
Oh, true. Do they need air?
I will say I'm a little worried if we try to give one of them to him, because they're kind of what he was looking for to begin with, right?
Exactly.
Next thing you know, they start taking them apart, figuring out how it works, trying to build them.
Not even giving them the sweet relief, wanting to dissect them while they're still alive.
I don't know if they necessarily can feel
I
pain.
mean,
I just
they
think
feel pain. Yeah.
Just because something's inorganic doesn't mean it's not alive.
Takes so little time for it to get very dark around here.
And wasn't it 7 was the damaged one and 13 was the one escorting us around the warehouse, right?
Yeah.
So maybe in a day or two we got a little if there's some downtime some evening we could pull him out and interrogate him and ask him some questions. Maybe we can get some more information about the Soul Forged.
That's if we can fix 13 enough to speak again.
True.
Oh God, he is gonna torture a half a
Which I have
an already insane robot. Just end it. No, I won't end it till you tell me what I want to know. Where's the clown?
KB7 won't tell us anything. 13, if we can fix him enough to start talking, maybe.
Maybe we can take what would essentially be a voice box out of 7 and put it into 13.
If that is what it is, I
mean,
have the notes for these things, so maybe we can work with Jasper to decipher it a bit more.
didn't you say that they could feel pain? And you're talking about removing an organ and putting out in the other one?
It was just a suggestion, yes, but it is a bit messed up. I agree.
A little.
Anyways, for now, we'll just hold out on those.
Anyways,
See how quickly they turn to war crimes, y'all? Crazy.
we have more important matters right now. We're going to sea adventure because the first location of the Soul Forge it's on the sea.
Yeah. I don't. I'm just worried it's underwater. Do we have anything for that?
I mean, a boat.
But a boat floats on water, not in water.
Well, one thing I was thinking about is when we go back to Aelor Varn, since we were asking him to maybe see if he could transport us there a little faster than walking, which has its own dangers because if it's on an island, how do we get back, right? Without a boat. But maybe he can also, instead of just transporting us there, maybe he can lend us some potions or scrolls with some ability to breathe water or something like that.
It's a good idea.
You know, ancient wizards, they always have scrolls lying around, right?
I think it's just something.
I agree with that. I guess we can try. Wouldn't hurt to ask.
All right.
I'm
So
looking through. I don't have any way to. It's that power is a little bit beyond me right now. Be able to
Same
arcane
here.
a way to breathe water.
I mean, we
Yeah,
could
water.
also like take a boat and sail away to the thing, and that's it. It would take some time, but it wouldn't require magic, and we could get back.
The only thing I'm worried about is if you have to go under the water for it.
Hmm.
Then we need to figure out how to. We need to have something
Uh,
to do
yeah.
that. It's better to be prepared than get there and realize we can't do anything.
So he's going to give us things to uh, breathe underwater.
What about you, Ira? Do you have that power to enable us to breathe water?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Okay.
I do wish I did.
Well, that's something we can easily ask Alor for.
all right. So
What time
What's
of
the
day
next
is it? What time of day is it?
time of day. You guys pretty much finished up the day and everything with your quest yesterday from traveling to and from the little town there where that mine was. So at this point, I would say it's the late evening. You're probably pushing 8, 9 o'clock now.
Okay. So you guys want to hit up Alor in the morning, or you want to do something side before we head there?
Also,
Good.
Ragnar and Ira, since kind of separating from the group for that day, you guys weren't there the day before either, and you've been gone and kind of rejoining. Have you all already been up to your rooms, or did you go straight down to the downstairs there, straight down to eat?
Probably went straight down.
Straight down. Okay.
Most likely straight
Okay. So
down.
nobody's been up to the rooms just yet. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's where you all are heading now to rest, or you guys heading back out to do something before the day's finished?
I'm going to the bed, guys. I'm at 12 HP. I'm completely out from Fight of the Bullet. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
I pick it up.
All right. So first off, as you guys are starting to make your way up towards the rooms and everything here, Jasper, you come across just at the bottom of the step there, just under that ledge, mostly hidden by the shadow of it, but you see a little copper coin. You reach down, grab it, pick it up. Feel a very strong kind of sense of euphoria for a second there.
Oh. Have I experienced this before? Like picking up money? Like, I mean, not like intimacy or
There's
anything like that,
give me an Arcana check.
but- okay. Ooh, really high. That's a 27.
Yeah, so this is kind of a spark of your own magic, that divination, and kind of you know, seeing into some of these other almost forward-like dreams and everything, and get a little spark of whoever had this coin before. It's just kind of some residual mental energy they left on there. Someone had a very happy dream recently, and you get a little bit of inspiration from that. So you're gonna get advantage on the next roll that you want to use it on.
Excellent. Thank you.
And
there's so many jokes there that I let go.
oh, and I'm over here trying to rewind everything I just said. I'm like, what did I say? Oh no.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah, and then making your way up to the room here as you guys step inside, you find that all your rooms have been completely tossed. Everything, the beds are flipped over, the sheets are ripped off, the books and anything that were up on the shelves, decorative or otherwise, everything has been tossed about. There's basically nothing on the walls at this point.
Oh man, where I'm going to sleep? And I'm going to I'm going to lay down on the floor. I don't care where it is, and sleep there.
Prison, is the room look exactly how I left it?
Wait a
Nice.
second.
Or is this different from when I was testing the room? Is this
So you can look around, you could see some of the things that were already kind of like a shelf that got knocked over and a chair that was tipped over and a little dent in one of the walls. But even aside from that, those are like the only places where there wasn't like extra stuff pulled out. Whatever it was must have assumed there was enough damage there. But everything else is just ripped over. The mattress is flipped off of the sheet there. You can see that it looks like someone took the time to unwind some of the rope cording underneath the mattress that kind of works as its its backbone there. So even put the mattress back on, it kind of hangs there and sloops a little bit.
Plimblin? Are you in here?
And you hear a little as the dresser opens up and he peeks out. Are they gone? Oh.
Who was here?
Those damn pixies. You didn't see them? Man, I was in here having a perfectly good rest atop that little cupboard right there, and all of a sudden I heard a tap, tap, tap at the window. It popped open, wind flew in, and a little flock of these little silvery bastards flew in, wrecked the place, flipped everything over. A couple of them were glowing like rainbows. They were murmuring something I couldn't quite understand it. It was all little high-pitched gibberishes, but by the time they were done, they had tossed the place good. I tell you what.
We forgot to leave stuff in the window, guys.
Did you? Yeah. Oh. Oh, well, I could have. Didn't they give you the. I mean, it's kind of the way it works around these parts, so it's not too surprising, but damn, they was rough. You must have angered those. You guys have any. Well, then again, Pixies and Fae aren't that far off related, so maybe they could smell the blood of their cousins on your hands, but who knows? Maybe, there's any number of things going on here. All I know is you might want to get a little bit of a nicer ale and leave it out there as a sorry, because this is not the kind of heat you want in Harvick. I'll tell you that much. Anyways, I'm going back to sleep, and he just goes back over and closes the closet back in again.
Whoops.
Finbar's already out. He's,
Dead, yeah.
So do we have two rooms? Two different rooms? Or just one room?
yeah, I believe at the end of it, you guys. No, you each ended up with your own rooms. They're narrow. They're narrow spaces, but they're kind of narrow little slant rooms with the bed in the back. You each end up getting your own. All right.
Well, once everybody's asleep, I'm gonna go over to Jasper's room. Hey, Jasper.
Yeah. I look up for my book and just
We need to write that down too. That's the other remote we need. That one needs to be a GIF. Just Jasper, just feet kicking in the background there.
Reading a book.
Reading the book.
You mentioned you had all these dreams. I was wondering if you wanted to try maybe changing those by holding on to this book. And I hold out the Caleb book with the amethyst. Maybe something will come from it. I don't know.
Well, it's worth a shot. I've been having these dreams for a long time, and they really haven't affected me other than gave me a little bit of, doom scroll, black pill for the future. But if I can use a modern term, hey, it's worth a shot.
Just maybe something. I don't know. It could be nothing. I just figured it's worth a try.
Sure. Speaking of books, I've got a couple of books for you. Since we talked last in Midway, here's a book that we picked up from Timberdeep that talks about the interaction of nature and magic. And I know you were looking to expand your knowledge base a little bit. Try to work on some of that. So that book plus one of the other books that I've collected in the adventures, I'll pass those over to you. Might help with your knowledge expansion.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I'll look into those. Thank you. And then I'll head on out.
All right.
I do want
And
to cast
then-
2 spells before we long rest.
And cast 2 spells for
That's
your
okay.
long rest. Yeah.
Yep.
One thing with that, with what you guys were talking about before, you were looking into some kind of dream thing for him. Kind of cast me a detail about that real quick.
Just Torin's not very knowledgeable on magic and stuff or how these things work, but he figured this book had some sort of tie to Calum. Maybe Jasper might have some sort of dream that could either give us more information on this book, or maybe just give us some other knowledge, or even change his dream a little bit more. Just something different.
All right, and then as he's leaving out of there, Jasper, you're going back and so that you're casting some spells there. What is it that you're?
Yeah, I am. So first one is alarm. So I know it was Pixie's because we messed up, but just it got me thinking about we may not be incognito anymore since we've got the attention of a couple of Jarls and maybe a rival adventuring group. So I'm going to cast alarm on the hallway outside of our rooms, so that if anyone except for us approaches the doors to our rooms, it'll set off a silent alarm in my head.
Which does work, as your guys' room is down the hall a little bit, but it's at the very end. Anybody else staying there is a little bit further up the hall than you, so.
Sure. That's why I chose the hallway, because it's only a 20-foot cube, so I figured if I could do the hallway and not individual rooms, that might be within one area.
All right, that works perfect.
Secondly, I wanted to cast augury.
What are we casting augury for?
So I wanted to ask a question. About this is a little open-ended, but I wanted to ask whichever otherworldly entity will answer, and I'm going to actually specifically direct it to Caleb, as the keeper of secret knowledge. But I wanted to ask, it has to be a omen question, and it'll account for. I'll get a good or a bad, or good and bad, or neither kind of answer. So it'll be a little open-ended. But I'm going to ask if one of us puts on the magical lure to the otherworldly eldritch aberration that we recovered, the necklace that we recovered from the fish priest. Will that be a bad idea for us to do?
Damn.
Wheel or woe or both? Or neither?
Jasper always comes with the real big questions of the day. Ooh. So give me 1 second. So it's a rough area, right? Because
Hmm.
it's
Level
not a
1 spell
definite
or
yes
level 2 spell.
or no. It is not
Hmm.
a given. There's no real fate there. So what you see in the augury there is a field, a very get this vision of a very overgrown, thick, but kind of choking itself field of thorns. And the fire comes across it and rolls through it, burning down everything. You can see the small little critters and everything on the inside running out of it, fleeing from the fire. And then when it's finally over, all that's left is ash. But then you see one little green leaf growing out of all that ash before it starts to spread. And then the vision fades. So, going off the terms of the spell, I would say that it rules it will and woe.
Wheeling Woe. Fascinating. Wow. That's a Doctor Strange image right there. One possible solution. Okay, I'll meditate on that for a while.
And give me an intelligence save.
Oh. I rolled a 2, so that would be 7.
7. There's a
Meth.
flicker of the light in your room for a moment. Are you using candles, or did you have some kind of magical light you're lighting your room with? Or are you sitting in the dark?
Just candles, because I didn't want to disturb the pixies again.
Candles flicker for a moment, and you feel a sharp kind of pinch in your eye there. A breeze that really could have come from nowhere kind of circles the room for half a second, and some of your books fall over off the shelf. One landing at the top there, a thick black bound book. It's one of the ones that Alor just gave you. On a, you haven't looked through it quite yet, but mentioned it involving a malicious thing. Didn't say much more than that.
They're restless, right? Those dream phantoms.
The restless
They're restless.
falls there, in a sense, beckoning to you.
Well, we're in it now. Look down at the book, look over at the dream map that Aelor gave me that I was about to look at and say, maybe I should put this away for the night and not tempt fate anymore. Pack up the books.
What? All right. Said everybody that's the one time that the player didn't press the button. All right, so what is everybody else doing for the night? So,
I just
Go
want to. Is this still the same day when we met with the Jarls and met that other group and whatnot?
this is at this point because they had gone down into the dungeon or anything like that. This is essentially a day later.
Okay.
So there was that night, and then you guys had that day that they did all that, and then this is the night of. So this is about 24 hours or so later.
Okay, and at the end of the, not last session because I wasn't here, the previous session, I'd asked if I recognized what religion that cleric was part of the other party.
Okay.
I wasn't here to get an answer last week, and I just remembered that.
You are correct. Give me 1 second so I can pull up my other thing here. So, did you already give me a religion check?
No, you told me to hold off until the next session, which I
Yeah,
wasn't
because I
able
wanted to
to make
settle
it
in on
for.
it. All right, so
Yeah.
kind of sitting there. First off, I'm gonna have you give me a history check, kind of recalling the details of the person.
Okay. A 7.
7. Okay, so kind of trying to think over on it, get what outline of it you could. You do your best to kind of recall the symbols. Give me a give me your what's your religion modifier?
+5.
+5. Give me religion with disadvantage.
Religion with disadvantage. Oh god. With disadvantage is still a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Very nice.
Ooh.
So the symbols are a little odd because they're not the more traditional ones that you would see on, any given writings or anything about this particular god. There are some variations too. This is one that you're not familiar with, but you can see at the core of it where it matches up, and this seems to be a symbol for Kalimvor, also known as the Veil Keeper, a god of death and judgment and the afterlife.
Alrighty then.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else? Anybody else got anything else they're doing for the evening?
Not me. I'm already
Well,
asleep.
Finvar's asleep. We know what you're doing, Finvar. We know where you are. If there's not
Just
fighting
in case.
happening, then you're sleeping or you're eating.
Oh, I have that picture of the one quote from the story so far of Finvar, meanwhile, sought a place to rest and settled contently in a ditch near the western gate. I love that. I just have that
Alright.
open during these sessions now on my
Nice.
second.
Is it still considered the second week for Ragnar, or do I need to do the or
I
do
had it
need
marked
is
down.
this
I'm
a
pretty
new-
sure you had done that just before, like the session or so before you guys were heading down into the dungeons. So I would say at this point you're on like day 2. You're like 5 days. Within the
Okay,
next
so I
5
don't have
days,
to do
you have
it
to do
again.
Yeah,
Okay.
right now.
One more thing. Since it's been such a long time, do I remember what religion the person I'm looking for follows? Or which god, anyways. Not necessarily the religion.
So you didn't specify that
I did
in the
not.
background. I
I
was
wanted to
looking
more leave
for
it
it.
up to you.
So yeah, I don't know what kind of what do you remember? I mean, you're a druid, so if it's like a related thing, you said that she raised you and everything. So
Yeah,
Sylvanas is
they raised
a
me, they helped me, but they kind of more guided me towards what something I see more natural towards, not necessarily guiding me towards what they believed in.
okay. Well, I mean, if
They
it's something
believed in the
that's like
freedom of
similar there,
self.
then Sylvanas or Chantea is
Okay.
our
So
present gods here.
that will still be up to me. Then
Yeah. I'd still rather that kind of be up to you because I imagine that some of her beliefs she raised you, they helped craft you, so it makes sense that,
okay.
whichever one you think matches up with your character's upbringing more would make the most sense.
Okay. I just wasn't sure where this is going, and now I got my answer. Thank you.
For sure. You think you got your answer. Did you get your answer? Did you get your answer, Ira? Do you know? Are you sure? You seem awfully sure about
I know
stuff.
nothing.
You seem awfully sure about things.
I know nothing. Exactly.
All right.
No, nothing.
So,
There's no.
anybody else have anything else going on for the evening? Ragnar, have you resummoned Demon?
I believe I did it before. that had done it before.
Just clarifying. Either way, at this point, just want to make sure that we establish that it has been reconstituted. All right.
Yeah, because he was with us when we were about to fight the copper dragon or the robot
Right.
dragon.
Right. All right. So that everybody goes down, gets a nice rest there. Jasper, give me a Constitution save.
Oh. I'm assuming this is not to maintain concentration, so. Oh, nat 1. Fantastic.
Nat 1. You sleep, like you get your rest. There's nothing, out of place, but you do have some rather disturbing dreams. Not anything where nothing's after you. It's not, anything like that, but just kind of when you wake up, you remember it's just bad images, just violence, and some of it seemed that you appeared as if you were the perpetrator of it. But otherwise,
Well, that's
you wake
new.
up. Yeah, wake up a little, maybe depending on how you feel about it, a little shooken up, but otherwise, no worse for wear.
I've had bad dreams in the past about war and strife and a rot overtaking the Aradiel from the inside out, but never caused by me. So that's I'm a little disturbed.
All right.
I do want to do one thing this morning, though. I do want to, for the first time, I want to cast, just since it takes an hour, I want to cast Find Familiar and summon my familiar for the first time.
Everyone's getting mad familiar here. All right. And what is this familiar?
Yeah, the initial form is just a small barn owl. It's the same symbol as my mentor, the Dragonborn mentor that I had in the library. He also had an owl. So in his honor, I'm going to make my first, as a symbol of the library, make my first, familiar spirit, an owl, a small barn owl. But it's going to look not like a barn owl. It's going to have kind of like a sky blue feather motif. But if you look at the owl, the sky, the clouds and the sky blue appearance slowly moves as if you're looking at the sky. So it is an owl, but it's going to look a little different.
All right, I'll just get that.
I tried to get you your own familiar too. I just
No, that's fine. I was gonna also cast Find Familiar this morning.
Hey,
Oh Lord!
a zoo, we're in a petting zoo.
Oh yeah,
KB's my familiar.
where I forgot. How
Please
to do
end it.
Maybe Beyond.
And then
Gremlins? Where's Gremlins?
all right, and then as you cast that one, let me get that description as well.
I am the familiar I'm going to summon is going to be in the shape of one of the first animals I ever helped while I was learning my ways through the druid, and it would be in the form of a young raven.
And you get a bird, and you get a bird, and you get a dragon.
We got a lot of flying familiars.
I'm gonna throw out there somewhere the spell scroll of the familiar, but it automatically summons a little tadpole. That's it. It never becomes a frog either. It's just a tadpole.
Oh damn.
Oh, yeah.
You leave it behind a few times.
It just keeps on reappearing in your room. Like, what the
Oh, would you rather I did something like an octopus?
I mean, no, it's fine. Dude,
No.
do whatever you want to do. Dude.
Raven.
Do cool stuff. Be cool.
It is. Yeah.
Super cool. I like it. So young Raven, just a regular, nothing distinct about it, just a straight young Raven.
Just a straight young raven.
All right.
It making it easier if we need to for it to blend in the, like, send it for surveillance or whatnot.
Somebody doesn't look up and it's like, damn, what? I've never seen a yellow Raven before. That's interesting. Let's catch that fucking thing. All right.
It's a shiny.
It's a shiny. It's a shiny. All right.
Sorry,
So
I'm
with
thinking
that,
of-
as you all kind of, make your way up, start getting everything started for the next day here. It's come along. Now Jasper and Ira both stepping out with their own new companions there. There's one much smaller, one still pretty small bird sitting upon their shoulders there or flying off overhead. And with that, let me check that thing here. We got a little time before we can even hit that. So the day in Harvick has begun. What is everybody going to do? Is there anything that you guys are doing with the morning here, or what is the next step you would like to take?
Does anyone have a dagger? A spare dagger? Because I lost one in the mine fighting the bullet.
I don't have a dagger. I do have a sickle, if that works.
No, it doesn't work.
Okay,
I
I
want the dagger.
apologize.
It needs to be throwable.
Yeah,
Ah,
I cannot
okay.
throw a sickle. I mean,
It acts like a boomerang, no?
Oh, that would...
I want a boomerang right now. No, I need a dagger. I have this one that always comes back, but the other one didn't come back.
I was hoping
Hey.
this problem would be resolved.
All right. All right, what's the plan, y'all? What are you doing? Oh, man.
So any business before we go to Aelor? Or,
I don't believe so.
yeah, let's head up then.
All right. So, heading off again, making your way back up the slope a little bit there before you make it over to Aelor's.
On the way, Finvar, just remember, leave the ducks alone. Don't molest the ducks.
Don't worry, I
What?
already ate breakfast today. I'm not hungry.
What did I miss when I wasn't with you guys?
Oh yeah, you
Yesterday?
guys were.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
I'm sorry, but all right, I will not ask.
No questions, everybody. All right, so making your way over there, of course, as you approach up to Aelor's deceptively modest tower there, as those of you who've been inside know that it actually, once in there, extends far higher up than imaginable. But now from here, he still sits doing what you often find him doing this time of day, and sitting out having his, what appears to be his morning tea, and feeding his ducks with the tortoise sitting just off beside him. Oh, good day, adventurers. It's a good day to get started. I see you're already up and moving. It's excellent. Have you all decided where you think you would like to continue your journey?
Yeah, well, we think it might be best for us to tackle the closest relic, which is on the island that you've discovered, just off the coast.
Most wise. If you might be swift enough, then maybe you may even claim another one before they can get to their first. Very wise indeed. Yes, well, then, good thing I've already started to make arrangements. There is a sloop down by the docks that is waiting for you. Where's that blasted paper here? Oh, here we go. Over there, the tortoise has a scroll, a wrapped up scroll in its mouth that he's pulling from. Give it here, you blasted thing. Okay. He's chewed it halfway up. From what I can tell, the ship is the Silver Line. Should be ready for you. Now, do any of you indeed know how to sail? I'm afraid there's no crew. It will be your responsibility to get it there. I understand. I'm not a poor man, but still, it's quite a deposit on such a ship, so you are going to bring it back, are you not? You know how to get it there in one piece, yes?
Does it use paddles?
No, I've made sure to arrange an appropriate ship. It is a sloop. It's just enough. I believe it's 3-man crew. Space for the rest of you. So, is that something you all can manage? Do any of you have any experience sailing at all?
That would be a big 0 for me.
I have experience swimming.
2 zeros.
I've experienced drowning.
None.
Well, this
forgot
should
about
all certainly.
Maybe we can
be-
hire a guide or something.
Yeah, maybe we can find somebody.
Perhaps. Just do be careful. You never know what you're going into. So, last thing you want to do is pull some poor innocent schmuck into. Well, not one to judge how you function. Get the job done, that's for sure. Oh, and there's one more thing. I did do some more research on the place you all were heading to. So, the locals around this part call this particular area the Ring of Talos. It's, say that the inexperienced and arrogant sailor has been known to run themselves ashore quite often in those misty areas, so. But you are going to need this, and he reaches into his robe and pulls out a conch shell. Now, listen to me. When you make your way there, should be fine, I assume. There's nothing I've seen so far that would suggest otherwise. What I do know is when you get close to the rocks, close to the ring, not when you see it, not when you're close enough to row there, when you are on the absolute edge of shipwreck, blow the conch. Do you understand? It is very important to understand. The deposit was I can't make a big enough deal about this. The deposit was quite excessive for such short notice.
But what does it do?
Well, it will make sure that you're given an audience.
I don't understand what you said. What?
Just take it, lad. And he goes over and puts it in your hands there, Finbar, and pats you on the shoulder. It's fine. Look, listen. When rock gets close, blow. Other than that, I think you all have what you need. Is there anything else you need from me? And when you return, of course, we'll make arrangements for the next steps there. Anything at all?
We'll return with the boat, no problem. Crossed fingers. But just in case we need to delve into the island itself and cover some areas that we must traverse, we lack the ability to breathe water, even just temporarily. Do you happen to have any minor magics that we might be able to borrow, spells or potions in order to breathe water?
Well, nothing that I have on myself, but I assure you, you follow the steps there, and if you are permitted to proceed further, then I am all but certain the necessary guild-like functions will be provided for you.
Cryptic? Okay. Thanks.
I don't want to say too much. Understand that the sea is its own thing. It's not one that I'm very much a fan of myself, as see, you can the fun thing about traveling the world is you can always find oddities. Finbar, you mind muting while you type for me?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no worries, man. So you can always find oddities as you travel the lands there, and things that'll be a little out of place. But when you get to the sea, those oddities are not oddities. They're oddities of an oddity. They make no sense. There's no logic to base it from, and then it just expands from there. It's a whole other world with a whole other set of rules, and I honestly don't quite care for it. But it does have rules, which means if you can figure them out, you can follow them, and you can progress when necessary. Just know this. There are 3 pillars to the sea. Beware the drowners. Have an appropriate amount of it's the best word I could say, an appropriate amount of caution with the sirens. And finally, do not think soft the Selkies. Yeah. Any other questions then?
No. Well, good thing Finbar has been growing gills since we left Stillmere, so.
No, I haven't.
All right, and Finbar, you have an advantage on your next roll too. Thank you, Rachel. We see you in there. I'm sorry, I'm stuck in my zone here, but I see you. What is up? How you doing? Hope everything's been going good for you. Thank you for coming and joining us. She hung out with me streaming Fortnite with my kid yesterday, and she told me at least 3 times to stick to D&D because Fortnite is not my strong suit.
Well, at least you have supportive viewers.
Right. I feel the love. They try to keep me on the straight and narrow. All right. So, with that, unless somebody has any other questions for Alor here or anything else that they want to do, are we heading off down towards the docks, down towards the ships and everything?
I think so.
So as we leave Alor's, well, and when he's well out of earshot, I'll say, boy, is it the fate of every wizard to start talking in circles like that? Boy, if I start doing that, just, I don't know, stepping my toe or something.
Yes, well, there's a reason why I didn't ever get much into teaching. They see that the true mark of brilliance is the ability to properly relate that to one of lesser magnificence than oneself, which has never truly been my strong suit, which is why I never truly claimed brilliance. Just an inquisitive mind, and unfortunately, such questions rolling around my old head have left me in a state of ponderance, which often leads to over alliteration, I must say, but
Damn,
well.
I was hoping to say that out of earshot, but
Oh, I thought you were talking to.
it's hilarious that he heard it though, and he kept going on. He's
I mean, he's
talking,
always
and
a-
walking away. We're like, okay, we're gonna go. Yeah. We're okay. We're still talking.
I wish I
I
had
can
silence.
hear you.
And now he's sitting down talking to his turtle, just going on and on.
Yeah, yeah.
At least we're
I'm
not that
halfway
turtle.
down to the docks. Hey, what are you guys thinking about hiring a crew? Good idea? Bad idea?
Very good idea.
I think it's
mean,
a good idea.
if any of us cannot sail a ship, we're going to shipwreck the first time we see a rock. I think, and we have a lot of spare gold, so I might as well spend it on someone valuable.
Just gotta find somebody we can trust not to leave us.
I mean, we don't know anyone in the city, right? Or no?
No, I don't think we.
No, you guys haven't quite, except for the Jarl here. That's the only person you guys have really talked much to. So you can go and talk to him
And
and try to
Aelor.
see if he's got a crew for you, or you guys can go down by the docks and try your hand.
I like the option of taking some random sailor.
I agree. I think talking to the Jarl is going to tip our hand a little too much right now.
Yeah.
We did not make a friend.
All right. So are you guys just going? Where exactly are you going? Just down by the docks to try to see if you can find a sailor there.
Who's got some good negotiation skills here?
I'm going to look at some fisherman, like someone who is selling fish. Okay.
All right, we got a show.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I
First
don't
you're trying to
actually
be a
say that.
lumberjack. Now you're trying to be a sailor. Like,
And I'm going to walk up to him, to some random sailor. I don't care. And hello, friend.
Torin. I lean over to Torin. 2 gold says he ends up helping them dissect some fish at the fish yard.
too cold. He says he takes a bite out of it.
I was looking. Well, my group there we were looking for a high skill man, like for sailing. We're not. It's not our fort right now. So, are you interested in coming with us? I mean, of course, we would pay you more. I mean, absolutely more than you make all the week, just today.
Hey,
I will understand that as a yes.
home and where you make it.
I'm going to get back at the group and say he doesn't speak my language. Sorry, I got bad luck.
And the guy standing over there, leaning up against one of the little poles there coming off the docks, chuckles at you. You know, a lot of these fishermen, they're good out there on the waters with the net, but not so much for interaction. And so you're looking for a crew, are you?
Not exactly. I was looking for well, yeah.
Yes, it's a both that be
Oh,
3 people to
so-
man.
So yes, exactly. Oh, for sure, absolutely. Well, it just so happens you're in absolute luck. While this kindly older gentleman over here can't do much for you, I, on the other hand, happen to be a captain in need of a ship and a crew in need of pay. So, me plus 2. Does work for you? What's the pay?
Mm, what? How much do you want?
Oh, well, I mean, how far are we going? What kind of a trip are we
We're
looking at
going
here?
pretty far, and it's going to be a dangerous mission. So you could
Oh.
ask for a lot, and it could be fair.
So there's
Uh,
danger, there's risk. I
Do we
mean,
have enough gold between the five of us?
I would say, and he looks back over his shoulder at a couple of gentlemen standing a couple of feet back under one of the little overheads there, and looks back over towards you. I mean, there's what, four of us? I think 500 apiece is fair. So
Right,
2,000 gold.
I'm going to look at my pocket. I think it's a little too much. I mean,
Oh,
Uh,
I understand. With these hard economic times, I mean, we all have to make sacrifice. So, what did you say we reel it in a little bit and say 1,500?
1,500 gold. mm, 1,300.
You, sir, have a deal. And he shakes your hand. So, which one's yours?
I don't know.
Does she have a name?
I think so. Come on, I'm going to present you to the group. I'm
Oh, absolutely. And it's once again Captain Eric Prince. And shakes your hand.
Eric. Okay. So just one thing, Eric. In advance of going in danger, remember one thing. If things go south and you leave us, I will come back for you. Okay?
Well, now I assure you I am a proper gentleman. When properly paid, I do my job, especially for such a handsome fee. So that you don't have to worry about, because the only way that I would possibly leave you behind is if I was 100% sure you were dead. Don't worry about that. But we won't let that happen. You point us in a direction, and we'll get those sails full of as much air as they can handle. Now, you said you have a group you'd like me to meet. Is that them over there looking at you and chuckling?
Yeah, come. I would, and I'm going to go to. Hey guys, we have a crew. Some random guy named Eric walked up to me and said he.
That's Captain Eric Prince.
Captain Eric. Yeah,
Very
sorry.
happy to meet you all. And he goes through to shake whoever's hand. We put it out for them. And so, what's the ship? Where do we sail and what's the destination, gentlemen?
What was his name? Jasper? You don't remember?
The Ring of Talos.
No, the ship's name. The ship's name.
The Silver Line.
That's it.
The Silver Line. I've seen her out there on the docks a couple of times before. Yeah, sure. Fine vessel. Now, rewind a little bit. You said the Ring of Talos. That's, I'm sure you wrote that down incorrectly. So where are we actually going?
I don't think you understand what I say, right? You know, we're going to dangerous waters.
I mean, dangerous waters. Heading a little too far north is dangerous waters. You're talking about, hey, here is a point of certain doom. Let's go smash into it, because that's what happens.
I mean, that's what happened to inexperienced sailors. I think you are. Well, you said to be a good sailor. So if you don't.
Give me a
if you are
persuasion
not
check.
lying,
Oh, give me a persuasion check.
okay, I'm going to use one of my lucky points for that.
I
No,
felt. Oh, no,
no,
don't
I
forget,
have-
you already have
I
an
have
advantage from.
advantage,
Yep,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Okay.
I could feel his ego right there. He didn't like that shit.
Deception, right?
This, no, persuasion.
Persuasion. Advantage. Okay, a 4 and a 3.
A 4 and a 3.
for a total of 6.
I'll tell you what. What you're talking about is all but certain doom. People don't go to the Ring of Talos. That is that's like saying, hey, launch me at the sun. It's not done. So if we are going to, essentially risk, because I'm going to assume you gentlemen must know something I don't, but I feel like there's still a certain risk factor there. So I think I should return to my original offer of 1,500.
Okay, don't worry. Well, our group and my 1,300 gold will walk away to any other captain in the surf, but because I guess so, it's another one waiting in the corner. And no worries, you don't get to get paid, and that's it.
Well, I do wish we could do some better business here, but understand, you fellas, watch this one. A little loose with his pockets there. He turns around, gives you a wave, and gets walking back off towards the group. You can see the rest of his group. They're kind of like, "What happened?" He's like, "Just chill out, y'all." And he stands back there, down by the docks there.
Captain Eric Chicken, I see.
Finvar is the pettiest person on this continent, by the way, if anyone hasn't gotten that. Rachel
Are you
said
sure?
kiss. That's wild, Rachel. That's wild. All right. All right, so
1,500 gold, Finvar.
all right, let's go ahead and run an ad right here real quick. We can take a quick break so we can hit the restrooms, everybody grab drinks and everything like that. Rest your throat and comprehend the insanity that is Finvar's haggling skills. It is surely a sight to behold. Wow.
I do not wish
Love
to
it.
think about it.
We're gonna have a montage clip of him getting just ripped off.
Oh yeah.
I mean-
Where's my button so I can go back? Gotta go
you
back and
should
click
know
back.
it about now. I don't care about the gold I have or anyone else gold.
To be fair, the economy here is a joke. I have destroyed the economy, but I don't care about stuff like that.
Yeah,
So just keep on rolling. You know me.
I myself have 1,300 gold on myself, and that's
Oh.
it. So I could have paid by myself, but it's okay.
All
Fine
right,
on
no,
that, okay.
no worries. So for anybody who is new here, thank you so much for coming through. Hope you are enjoying it. Now we're gonna go and take a quick break. We're gonna add here. We do that. Try to do it every hour. Sometimes we run over, but it is what it is. And what that does is to make sure that anybody who pops in here, if you come in and you enjoy it and you want to, sub, anything like that, we do appreciate it. But we want to make sure that everybody can enjoy it no matter what. So this way, we run the ads. Even if you are not subbed, you're not going to have to worry about ads popping in mid-game and miss anything. So, But we are going to be right back, and then we will return to the insanity that is Finvar's family vacation. BRB. All right, everybody, welcome back and get right back into it here. I hope you enjoyed the break there and the group see no reason to delay. Now, you all are still down by the docks in Harvick here, trying to secure someone to operate this boat. Last one did not go over so well. What's the next plan? Where do we go from here?
Ragnar, your turn.
Yeah, I guess so.
We go for a crew. Yeah, I guess I will look for a crew as well. Someone different than Captain Eric, considering
All
I
right.
think he's already got his mind set on a price.
All right. So a little bit further up the road, or up the docks there. Y'all making me think of extra names. It's crazy. Y'all are heartless. Um, so, not far up, you find a older man there. He's got his own little ship there. It's not much more than a dinghy, just a little fishing boat. It is still a sailboat though, and it's got a small crew there with them. They're pulling in nets from the day's catch and everything, the morning's catch so far. And it's kind of there tying off rope as you kind of go over approaching towards him. He's a older fella, looks to cut his hair on the top short there, a little bit of stubble, but not too thick of a beard. Eyes kind of heavy down at the bottom there. And who's approaching?
I am. Hey there. So you guys have been getting a good catch today, huh?
Well, I doing the best we can. Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah. Actually got a little bit of a venture. Could use a crew. Me and my party over there need to get to a little island. We got a ship. We just don't really know how to sail it.
That's quite the predicament you find yourself in there, then, but if you don't mind me asking, what's that got to do with me?
Well, I need a crew. You guys seem to know how to sail.
All right. You, got a ship around these parts? What's her name?
I'll look back. Jasper, what was the name of the ship?
The Silver Line.
The Silver Line.
All right. Fine enough ship. A bit, simple. Painted a bit nicer than she's put together, but I know she's made quite a few up and down the coast there. And where might you be going in the Silver Line?
Well, that's the part where we're gonna be paying you for. We're going up to a new spot. It might be a little dangerous, just to let you know at a time. Alor Vaughn is sending us on a bit of a mission.
Indeed. What bit of this is meant to mean something to me? Where be your destination? You gotta find a ship, but a ship within the destination does you no good. Then we're just tying her off for you at the docks, aren't we?
Yeah, right. And I'll like motion for you guys to come in closer, so I'm not by myself. What did he say? It was that again?
The rings of Talos.
The ring of
Talos.
Rings of Talos.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the rings of Talos.
The ring of Talos.
Yeah.
Are you now? Now, not to be too rude, but a lot of you look a little green behind the ears there. Don't imagine any of you have spent much time out on the waters, have you?
Nah.
No, you look rather landlocked. It's understandable. Not everyone has that kind of appreciation for the sea, but you mean for one of your solitary excursions out onto the waves to be to the ring of Talos. Are you familiar with the ring? Do you know what they say about it?
A little bit here and there.
Plain enough, it's said to be a true test of a sailor to even pass it, especially in that of a storm. You see, it's to those who respect it, they say if you get close enough, you'll see beauties that only the greatest of sailors could ever behold. But anybody who shows any lack of respect for the sea is sure to see the bottom of it. And, well, well, lad, if I'm not being entirely too forthright, the idea of getting a little closer has always kind of intrigued me a bit, so you happen to catch me on a decent day. You see, plan was to be retiring myself in the next coming weeks or so. Kids and all, they want me to stay home, start going out there on the oceans. I say, no, we need more and more, but they say we'll make do. Now, I'm not a greedy man, but from the looks of you, you might be able to help each other out. I can make sure you get there, and assuming that you know something and that we live up to our own personal ambitions, maybe $200 for me, and then an extra 100 for each of my crew. 500 gold for the time and for the risk. But I need at least half of it paid up front and left behind for our families should we not happen to return from such a dangerous excursion.
Sounds fair enough. And I will pull out 250 gold.
He takes it, looks through it, makes sure everything weighs out properly, and looks over, walks over to his little boat there, grabs an axe and smacks down, brings it down on one of the nets there, opening it up and letting go of a nice hefty catch of fish there. Forget him. Come on, we've got other work to do, lads. Here, and he starts handing out gold. Go, leave those with your wives and children, and meet me back here at the docks. Got work to do. And as for you, sirs, give us maybe the next hour here, and we'll all be ready. Last I saw, she was tied off down at the end of the dock there. So, if you do that, you can go ahead and make your way to the ship, and we'll be there soon enough.
All right. See you there. And what was
Captain,
your name
did-
again?
Hi.
Your name.
You say something to him, Jasper?
That's exactly what I was going to ask. Sorry. Go ahead,
Oh,
Ragnar.
my bad. What was it?
Oh, I'm asking him what his name is. The
Oh, excuse me. Smith. Brom Smith.
Hey, Ragnar. No.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and hopefully, by the end of this, we all have a nice story to tell the grands. See you soon enough, man. He was making his way off with the rest of the gold there to put up. And with that, so you guys have about an hour there if there's anything you want to do. Otherwise, we can flash forward to the ship and get to board in here.
Did he leave the fish behind?
He cut the net, so the fish were just let back into the water there, so...
Okay.
Torin lost the bet.
I lost the bet too. I said he was gonna help get them.
Oh, no. Alright, what's next?
So the ship, I guess.
Yep. Wait for
It's
the
not far away from here.
So,
I
go ahead.
no, nothing.
Yeah, so making your way over there, this is a nice enough ship. It is the edging going along the top rails all the way around the deck. On the front end, it is in fact painted silver, like a single line that wraps around the entire ship there. It's a respectable little sloop, big enough to, underneath there has a compartment there for the size of your group, maybe an extra person, about 6 people, to comfortably rest down in there. The rest of the ship being ran by the crew itself. So once you guys get on there and get everything hoisted up, it is ready to go when you are. An hour passes and The crew shows up. The captain goes over and takes the wheel. Everyone else starts getting everything, checking off there, tying things up, and checking the cells and checking everything downstairs, making sure there's no leaks or anything like that they need to patch up before heading out. And once they're ready, they go over and give you the all clear whenever you're ready to hoist off.
Let's go.
Ready once they are.
I need a harpoon.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
So, with that, pushing out onto the water there, the sounds and everything of the city kind of fading away off behind you as you start making your way over the water. The water itself is pretty calm. The winds aren't extremely heavy, but enough to keep you going. The currents are no more working for you than against you. You're calmly drifting your way further and further out in the sea until soon enough there's nothing but a simple speck of land back behind you where you can see the towers of some of the buildings back in Harville. And as things continue rolling forward, you can hear the waters kind of picking up. You have some hours out here on the waves before you're going to be reaching anything. What are you all doing while you're on the ship?
I'm trying to fish. With,
All right.
if there is a
The day's still young.
net, harpoon, I don't know, anything that's on the ship. I don't have any equipment on myself.
Okay, there's very simple fishing gear in there. It's nothing more than really a stick and some cord and everything with a little hook on it, a very simple fishing rod. And then there is some simple netting that's kind of used to hold up some of the a small barrel in the little under area, but you can easily take that down and use that as a makeshift net if you like.
I'll use the pole then.
All right. And then with that, give me an athletics check.
Okay. Okay, 22.
22. So you throw it out there and get a good nibble. It's kind of pulling against the boat there. The way that the current's going, it's going the opposite direction from the way the ship is. So it's pulling at the very end, pulling tight there, whirling it up as best as you can. When you finally get it right there, you can see at the very edge of the water something smacking up against the top there. It's got a pretty wide little dorsal fin coming up the top. It's long and goes back. You can see something sharp kind of peeking up out of the water every so often, but it's holding on there extremely tight. Go ahead and give me another athletics check.
I got something, but it's really heavy. 12.
12. All right, so with that, it zips across to the other side of the ship there. It's still kind of going side by side, but it's at a sharp angle there, closing in tighter and tighter as you're trying to reel it in off the side of the ship. A couple of the other guys there who were watching, some of the sailors, are sitting back and just watching you fight over with this thing at this point as the ship's kind of mostly steering itself, the captain looking back over you from the edge as well. Go ahead and as it's pulling, it's trying to pull weight hard. Give me a constitution save.
Okay. I'm going to use one of my lucky points for this,
All right.
just in case. That's a 17.
17. So there's a sudden, extremely hard yank. As it starts to pull away, you leap forward. It gets at the very tip of your hand from one. The other lets go. You reach around just beyond it to grab onto the end again and pull back as hard as you can. Trying to pull extremely hard. Give me one more athletics check. Hey, Polar Knights, that's funny. Thank you. They said that our stream here has we show every stage of beard growth, every step of the way. All right, what'd you get on the athletics check? That's hilarious.
A 9.
A 9. So it pulls hard. You can see at the very end of the boat. At this point, you're at the very back of the ship, kind of pulling hard from the top. You can see it peeking up the top of it. It's a gorgeous, got a silvery bluish scales. It's got to be about a good 5 feet long. Swordfish. Just as you see it flop up a little bit there, the line snaps. And it dives back in as you tumble back, nearly falling off the edge there and gathering yourself. Captain goes over and slaps you on the back. Oh, that was a good try, though. That was not too bad.
I almost caught it.
Very close, lad. Very close. You did good. That's right. Maybe after all this is done, you got a job as a right fisherman. Just got to learn to settle on your own, that is.
Nah, I don't want to try it. I'm going to throw the pole into the sea. Out of anger.
Well, then again, I've never known a good fisherman who throws a tantrum, but, you know, these are new times anyways. And he turns around and goes back over, grabs onto the helm there. At this point, the weather's starting to stir up a little bit there. The winds are picking up, the water's getting a little rough there. The captain's hollering off to the side to his men there. Yeah, go and tie it off. She's gonna rip her off if you don't get her tied down tight. Let's go. They're moving around as quickly as they can as things are starting to get a little choppy here. Are you all standing up like he was up there fishing? Is everyone else downstairs waiting or are you guys up on the deck there?
I think I would have been watching and trying to learn how to sail and everything, never being on the water ever.
Okay, so you're upstairs watching them. And then,
I would be upstairs watching.
Nice. And Ira, where are you at?
I probably would have been standing at the front of the boat, kind of maybe trying to get a feel for the water, get in tune with maybe the water animals there. When I noticed that storm, I'd want to get below deck as well. Yes. I'm hanging out to the front like the mermaid on the front of a boat.
All right. Torrin, what are you doing?
I was going to spend the time working on that metal piece from the dragon, see if I can maybe put some leather straps on it and make a breastplate out of it.
Okay.
So that'd be down below.
Damn. It's a heavy miss there, bro. You were funny, and then all of a sudden, you had to make it weird. Don't be weird, guy. Anyways, y'all, moving on. So,
I was downstairs for a little bit trying to read, but then never ever having been on a boat in my life before. Pretty soon I was up at the railing going. That's how I spent the journey.
all right.
What a circus.
All right. And then, Torrin, rewind. Give me a replay of what you were saying you were doing a second ago. I got
The
tripped
plate
up by
from the
weirdness.
dragon. That I
All right,
took
that's
off.
right. You're in there working on that. So while you're down there tinkering with that, go ahead and give me an intelligence check and add in your proficiency for your tinkering tools. And then Ragnar, what are you doing? Oh, no, my bad. We already got you. You're up there observing. You're up there
Natural
fishing.
20.
Natural 20. So
Yeah.
you get them set in just like a perfect kind of mesh placing there. You still needs a little bit more work. You got to figure out how to properly bind them and everything to where it's going to hold strong. But you got them set and kind of managed to mold it in a way where it just slides on there with get some good movement. So you figure out the next step to it. You just gotta figure out the best way to combine the pieces. And then Jasper, what are you doing?
Thrown up.
He's throwing up. That is correct. So as the weather and everything has begun to pick up, which is certainly not helping Jasper's stomach at this point, as things are starting to tip and weigh and wane and everything back and forth, and then Jasper, as you're kind of outside on the edge, throwing up over the side there, and Ira, as you are up there at the very front, you guys can feel as the ship begins to feel light for a second as it tilts back, and you feel this kind of almost sense of gravity dropping away as you see no signs of the water line around you as it begins to tilt forward again, and you realize it's because you find yourself at the very peak of a rather healthy wave there as it tilts in and starts driving down forward faster and faster there. One of the ropes snaps and goes dragging off beside you, Ragnar. Two of the men grab onto it, but they're trying to hold on tight and it's slipping there, pulling them along, the length of it running behind them. What do you do?
I'm gonna jump in and try to help them.
All right, give me a dexterity save.
Torrent hates water.
Actually, you can make that, if it's better for you, you can make that an acrobatics check. Dex save or
It's gonna be the
acrobatics
same
check.
thing. 16.
16. All right. So as it goes flipping by there, the rope just snaps and the little piece that it was connected to falls, hits the side there and starts sliding off. They grab hold of it. You leap over and grab onto a piece and put your foot against the railing there, and you're holding it tight with them as well. Go ahead and give me a athletics check.
Could I help him if I'm also? I have proficiency in
So
athletics.
with that, he leaped over and grabbed hold of it. You're running towards it to try to help him as well. So slide in there and grab on, and then you go ahead and do that athletics check with advantage. Jasper, you're still puking.
Oh, hey. 18.
Oh, damn.
All right, so you hold on tight there, and they grab it because up above you, the cells themselves are trying to pull in an opposite direction, basically being taken over by the wind rather than, cultivating it. And so as it starts pulling that way, all of you together pull tight, and it starts swinging back the way it needs to go. So it steers the ship. So instead of just going straight down, it curves a little bit down that wave so it doesn't just drop on its own there. It slides down fast and strong. Jasper, at this point, where you're puking and kind of leaning up, this thing is almost surfing down the side of this wave there, and there's just a wall of water. You can actually see on the inside a couple of things swimming through it, fish diving deeper down into the depths there before it all spins around. Anybody downstairs is getting tossed about mightily. Over there at the very front of it, Ira, you are on an absolute roller coaster ride. This is, it is just going every which way but up. And pretty soon, fog starts gathering up. Thunder is crackling everywhere. And then out of the mist, you see the first signs of it. This jagged things sticking, it's the very silhouettes of them barely shining through the fog. It all gathers up. The wind clears it some. You can see this massive rock structure. You guys are barreling towards it.
Who has the conch?
What do you guys do as you are approaching fast?
Scream.
I'm-
Oh my god.
Blow the conch!
I'm waiting. He said I have to blow it when we are close.
Yeah,
Is that what
not
you're
right
waiting
when
for?
you see it, but
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for to be near the rocks to blow it.
So as you guys are pressing towards it there, you're letting go of the rope and grabbing onto the conch?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, so you let go of that there, and as you're reaching and you get the conch out, you guys are just driving straight towards this rock there like a test dummy. Ragnar, suddenly he lets go and a lot of that weight gathers back on you. Go ahead and give me a constitution save.
Got this, Ragnar.
Meanwhile, Torrent's like knitting below the.
Oh, hell yeah.
I thought you were getting bounced around.
19. All right, so with that, it yanks you over. It almost tries to take you over the side and just absolutely taking all control from you, but you manage to dig yourself in deep. The cord itself, the rope does snap, and one of the men there is flung overboard, tossed into the depths there. The water spins him up, and he's lost in the darkness behind you quickly. With that point, as finally the ship starts to twist a little bit there as the sail is now swinging on its own, and the ship starts to go sideways, You guys are quickly approaching the rock there, and once you reach in, breathe deep, and it blows out loud. You guys are still moving forward. There's the rocks right off ahead, and suddenly it all drops away. The ship tilts forward, diving deep, deep down. The water ahead of you seems to spiral. You guys are in just this tunnel of spiraling water that pulls you under. The ship is going deeper and deeper. You can see the water passing by overhead and further little crystals that seem to be underneath this rock until finally it tilts. You guys feel it shift. It almost tosses you over as it tilts back up again. And soon enough, it opens up the other side. It launches you all out before the ship lands out right there. Ship settles a little bit, looking all around here. Just look all over the place here, and all around you now. You can see gathering, swimming in circles around the boat, some sitting up on the rocks of this massive ring inside here where you now float. Different, strange, amphibious creatures, some of them looking absolutely just out of this world, monstrous fish-like creatures. Some of them looking a bit more humanoid, still sitting heavily on that fish side, but with more anthropomorphic features. And then one who seems to sit a little higher than the rest, who seems to be much more of a hybrid, possessing a certain beauty, but still those gills and fish parts almost but the more humanoid side is almost elfish in its beauty. They all spin about there as your ship floats around. What are you all doing?
We lost a crewmate? When did this happen?
Schmidt.
Captain?
Sometimes it happens, and that's why we make sure something goes back right away. And don't worry. When we get back, I'll make sure that the rest of his pay gets to his family as well. There's nothing that can be done about it now. If he did manage to survive getting ripped off the ship like that, well, I don't imagine whatever's swimming around the outside of this place is too friendly. Hell, I'm not so sure about what's swimming around on the inside of this place. You all are capable of whatever situation we find ourselves in, yes, 'cause I'm afraid the sailing is done, and that's where my expertise mostly lies.
Yeah, this is where we come in.
This is our area.
No.
Do we see land anywhere?
The only land that you're seeing from here is essentially the rocks on the inside. You guys are inside of the ring at this point. On the inside, it's just this, almost just like a giant lake on the inside of it. But looking over the edge, you can see it goes down deep, deep. It's almost, the ring itself is almost like a rocky donut floating in this water here. And sitting on, you do see like on the rocky edges there is where like some of the creatures are sitting up there. They seem to be broken off into kind of three, somewhat distinct groups.
Are those the creatures the Aelors talk about? They are beautiful.
That your guys' ship stops rocking. You see the water still moving, but the ship seems to sit as if that little patch of water itself has just gone still, and it sits there almost framing it. Three little tundras rise off at different points of the ship there, and swimming up from the middle of those, and then left standing atop of those. One, you guys look over and see what is clearly some kind of monstrous sea hag. This creature from the lower half extends long down into that little tundra there, into that little hydra pillar. The bottom end like an eel. The top end heavy set with long, frizzy, wild white hair that seems to, even out of the water, float on its own. She looks over towards you all. Now, what do we have here? Another one swims up on the other side. This one, a very bestial, fish-like creature, possessing many of details reminiscent of sharks, but much more monstrous. The scales that go along its side there are thick and sharp. The dorsal fin, two of them spread across its back there, almost fanning out. You don't look like you belong here. And one more from there swims up. A man who's draped with a red cloak over its side there. It seems to flow in there, made from some kind of underwater materials there. Long hair swished off to the side, and the bottom end, that of a fish, long and majestic, kind of a merfolk tail. And he rises up there. It's my guy, y'all. It's my dude. Ready for it? Hold on. Oh yeah, ready for this one. Hold on. Wait a second. Whoa. Well,
Aquaman.
welcome to my kingdom. I am Ariel. Why are you all here? As the other ones began to stir, and he raises his arm to calm them down, seeming to possess some authority over all the others here. It's not often that we get land folk who make their way all the way out here. A curious adventure to make, no doubt. Surely you wouldn't do it for no reason. Hell, you possess a conch shell. We haven't given out any of those in 3 centuries, I think. Not since my father's time. So what brings you lot out here? What's the matter? Fish got your tongue. Does no one speak for you all? Surely there's a captain here. Is that not how you run your ships? Or do you just have no respect for the lords of the sea?
We have. And we just pay the price.
One
We
speaks.
lost one of our men on the way here. We're here in search of something valuable. Not riches, but something...
And what does a land lover like yourselves value that would bring you out here to my depths? It's been a time. Once we used to visit much more, but your kind got very ugly. What brings you here now?
I'm going to look at Jasper and say, I don't know what to say. We're screwed. We cannot talk to him about the sulfurs. Can we?
I'll step forward. I think it's just time and best to tell the truth since we are in a foreign land. King, we...
Not king
are
yet.
on a mission here.
Prince
And
Aradiel,
Prince?
if you don't mind. The future king, yes,
Apologies.
but for now, still lord of this section of the seas.
We received the power of the conch from one Aelor Varn, a powerful, powerful
Is
and
the name I
pacifistic.
haven't heard in some time.
He's a pillar of power in our community, and we come on his behalf. We race against those who would seek to use a weapon against the greater land peoples. We seek a relic that's been told to be in the Ring of Talos here as a key to unlocking this weapon. And if we can capture this relic first, before those who would wish to use this weapon, maybe we can take this relic and lock it away.
So you've come here seeking some treasure, something lost to the sea. But if lost to the sea, then it's not truly lost. It's simply mine now. So it seems you've come here seeking something that belongs to me. Interesting. Now, what price would I ask for one to come and search in my backyard for their lost toys? What is this artifact you seek?
We know very little about it. In fact, we don't even know the form that it might take. We do know that it's been lost for at least 300 years.
There is one treasure that I believe has been lost down in the depths for quite some time, though far beyond a mere 300 years. But who knows, maybe it's the same. Though, as I understand it, the particular neighborhood it finds itself in is not quite so friendly to outsiders, myself included, which is why I generally choose to leave it stay. But perhaps some kind of proof is necessary here. You've made your way out onto the water here. You seek to make your way down into our domain, but what business do you truly have down here? Do you have respect for the sea? What do you have to offer us to let you through? And with that, the other one, the big shark one, comes up. They have nothing. Let's just eat them and be done with it. Drown them. Watch them struggle for air. Their precious air. I don't know, says the eel one. I think they could be fun. Do you know any songs? Do you know any tunes? Sing me something and I'll let you through. Oh, tell me a story and maybe you'll get my blessing. Well, what's it going to be?
Ragnar, Torn, any ideas?
I think the only thing we can provide is a service. Don't think we have anything they would like.
And
But I do know any being, creature, thing that has some sort of power always has some kind of thorn that they want to get rid of, but just don't feel like they should do it.
You said.
Are you talking to your to the group, or are you talking to them?
Kind of both. Just kind of loud enough for them to hear it, but mostly to the group.
All right. Well, sure, there are many things that the people could benefit from, but the real question here is, what could you possibly do that I couldn't do myself?
It's not necessarily that you couldn't. It's just the fact that you feel like it's beneath you to do it.
I'll tell you what. They all rise up back onto their little pillars of water there. You may choose a sponsor. Everyone here may have a request. I myself, I must say, while you're kind, those who dwell on the land are not my favorites. Some of the things there, honestly, the cuisines, delectable. And there are many other things to love. The art. Some of you are so talented. Some of you so wasteful. But present to me, Prince Aradiel, a marvelous example of life at land. And you will have my sponsorship to proceed. Or seek my sponsorship. Prove that you have the power to even make your way down into our depths. Prove you are mighty enough to survive where the fittest only can. Or you can prove to me that you have some cleverness in your own brain. Make a deal. Mine is quite simple. They would have you hop through hoops. I wish no such task. I ask but one thing, a favor, that I may decide at the time of my own liking. Nothing to hold you here. You may simply proceed. Choose. Yes, choose. Yes, what they said. Choose.
We'll take a moment to confer.
In a moment we shall have. And they all kind of float back over to their little sections of the water there.
Maybe that's the last thing I want to do is owe somebody something.
Especially when we don't know the scale of what it could be, and it's coming at a later date.
Hear me out, guys. Sorry. I think the best option is the tough guy.
A feat of strength.
I mean,
feat of strength.
Finbar, I don't know, could you cook something up down here?
Cook. I mean, I could, but I don't have anything to cook.
Yeah, we don't exactly want to cook one of his subjects, right?
Yeah, if I cooked a fish, they'd be really mad.
Out of my bag, I'm gonna pull out one of my books, which is The Tales of Ragvar.
Ooh. Tale from the land.
I mean, I've read this thing hundreds of times. I'd give it to him. It is a work of art. It is many tales of the land that, well, we all know about Ragvar. But I'm sure Prince over there doesn't.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
I'd say we should probably come up with a plan B, though, in case that doesn't.
A couple options I could think of for the prince. I could cast a fair number of illusions to give him a sense of what life is like on land. If we wanted to go with the shark dude, I could throw some daggers while blindfolded, since I'm pretty good within a few feet of sensing things around me. That's about the extent of ideas I have.
I think that shark wants to fight us.
I think he wants to fight us as well.
I'm also down for the shark though. So.
Yeah.
It would
So
be,
as we start simple, and then we work.
it would definitely be the simplest of the
Yeah.
options.
So maybe Jasper, maybe some of those ideas could be good. So we'll
I
just start with
don't-
those few, and then go towards the shark.
Yeah. It has to be our last resort.
But
As-
we're all. Sorry, go ahead, Jim. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was going to say that as strong as we are, because I don't doubt about any of you all, we are not in our better fighting place. They have the advantage here.
So I think we're all in agreement that we don't want to owe that thing over there a favor.
Yeah. What am I even saying? The best option is to kick that shark ass, and that's it. And if it's the roughest, we'll do it together.
Do sharks have asses?
I think so. They have to poop, right?
Metaphorical ass, is what you're saying.
Ah, okay.
Prince, we have an old book with many stories of the lands surrounding your ocean. Primarily of one of the main heroes of the ancient world, Ragvar Greenhand, and what life was like during his time and his adventures.
Oh. Ragvar. Yes. The water brings him back over to you, and he reaches out to take the book there and flips through it mindlessly, grabs a large chunk out of the middle of it, and rips about the whole middle third of the book out. This is most likely now the most accurate book any of you would have on Ragvar. And he tosses the rest to drift off into the water there and kind of float down. But is that all? Is that your offering?
Plan B.
Bring it on! Where's your sake?
So we have little else to offer, but a test of strength.
Kind of just lean over and whisper. Jasper, what do you
Sounds
think?
like you're all speaking my language now, then. As he starts making his way over towards you all, brought along his.
What was
own
that,
little,
Torin?
I was thinking,
What was that?
what about? I was gonna whisper to Jasper. What about Mithril?
Huh? I'm up with that. Down for that.
Unless we just want to do the shark thing and save the Mithril for us.
We need armor.
But it
Well,
would
I
be a
sus-
good option.
I suspect that we're going to have some things we'll have to handle on our own down there. We can try once more, and we'll still have the shark option. If you're okay with that, Torin, let's try it.
I won't hand it to him. I'll just at least ask him, see if it piques his interest. If it doesn't, I won't even show it.
What is it that you're doing?
I'm gonna ask Ariel, Prince Ariel. Does Mithril interest you?
And he reaches his hand out. Mithril? You hand over the piece.
I won't hand it. I'll just pull it out and just kind of just hold it first to show.
That's interesting. Such a strange shimmer to it. And what did you do with this mithril?
Jasper.
Well, on land, as you know, we have the ability to forge and shape metal. So we forge it into useful tools, but it's also an arcane metal that can be imbued with arcane or terrene or sometimes even divine magic. Has special qualities.
That's rather fascinating. May I hold it?
I look at everybody else, get approval.
Some element of trust is needed here, I agree.
And then hand on the bar.
Takes it and looks over it. Oh, it's so light. Gives a little squeeze. Oh, it's so strong. I'll say it's been some time since I've made my way to land, but there's always something about that place. Just as there are so many things that the ocean provides us, which your kind will never appreciate, there are quite a few hidden gems up there for us as well, are there not? Well, I would say I am sufficiently impressed. You all have earned my sponsorship. And the shark man jumps up. That's nonsense! Silence. And looking at the lot of you, his little water platform draws back as he rolls back over and rejoins his group there. All of them surrounding around now, like a bunch of just mean-looking shark and different sharp-toothed fish people popping out of the water, staring off at you all. One whole like third of the little pool here. The sea hag, she smiles and, oh, what a pity. We could have had some fun, all of us. Next time, though. Next time. She spins around, drops back down, and with that, he makes his way over towards the edge of your ship there and kind of lowers down until he's basically wrapped up and his fin is wrapped around the front of the ship as he's sitting on the railing there. Well, then I suppose you'll all be wanting to go down, so... And he waves the hand off, and from the side, a little bit of water splashes up, and a number of different merfolk lean up over the edge there. Who's closest to the edge right now?
Probably. I might be close to the edge and maybe standing next to Torin since we were talking directly with him.
So, one pops out the water there and very lightly kisses you on the tip of your lips there before dropping back down and leaving behind, gives you a little pearl. When the lips touch, you kind of take a strange gasp. And you breathing normal, but you can almost feels like your breathing is widened. You can feel your toes kind of tingling a little bit. Anybody else by the edges there, little merfolk pop up and do the same to each of you, also handing you each a pearl. Yes. So, here's what you get with my sponsorship. The next 72 hours, give or take, you are welcome with all privileges down beneath the surface here. Do not worry, you will be able to breathe. will even grant you the ability to move like one of us. So, for the time being, you all can breathe underwater and have a swim speed equal to your walk speed.
When we're underwater, I'm just gonna try to shoot my gun off in the distance, see if it works. Because I don't know if a gun will work underwater.
All right, everybody, clear back, clear back. Torin's gonna test something.
Yeah, I will let everybody know. I'm just gonna test this real quick.
So,
Right now? Right now.
Gotta pick the better time in here, Torin.
so as you reach over and kind of, are you like getting down into the water?
I'm just get into the water, find like near, see if it'll just work. Like if I'm not gonna have any ammo, just gonna see if it like will go off or anything. Like a blank, I guess, basically.
So when you lean down and pull that trigger there, there's still some kind of a explosion of energy inside the barrel of the weapon. But once that projectile, as soon as it reaches the end, the explosion seems to push out any water in the barrel. But then once that projectile gets back out and makes contact back into the water, it just floats off. A moment later, as you're looking at that, you hear little feet tapping at the edge, very top railing of the door of the ship there. Plemlin sitting on the edge. Now I know you don't always trust my imaginations here, but I had considered this before we made it this way, and I've got a little something for you. It's gonna be a little limited on you, but it's the best I could do in such short notice. Now he reaches into that little back space behind him and pulls out a bag, inside of which are what look like kind of large, kind of like your bullets, but at the very end of them, they have a long stem, long enough to where it basically fits inside of the barrel there. Meaning you are somewhat limited on being able to shoot. You have about 10 of these things.
10.
So
Nice.
essentially treat it as if you have 10 rounds you can fire, 10 shots you can make while underwater with this weapon.
Turned their gun into a harpoon.
Yeah, thank you, Cleveland.
Now, for what it's worth, I have not had the opportunity to, never mind, it's gonna be fine. You're gonna do great. And he
Oh, God.
turns around and just jumps back over the railing there, and once again, gone.
So, how many spells should I set aside for you, Torin?
A lot.
Okay.
All right, let's move.
Okay, Captain Smith, was it?
What's
Smith.
that?
Schmidt.
Oh.
Captain, we're going under the water, so
Well, I'll tell you right now, that's not, we're not gonna be joining you down that way, but me and,
don't worry.
those of us that are left will. I don't suppose you clarified not to eat the crew, did you? Because that bunch over there has been staring at us for quite a bit now.
Who is it?
The shark. Oh, no.
I'm going to look at them, at the ones that are looking at the crew.
It is those fierce-looking shark ones, the ones that you might heard referring to as the drowners. Looking over there, that shark one is looking back at you, smiling with rows of teeth.
We didn't talk about it with the Prince Aradiel, that's one thing. I think we should, because maybe we get back up and there is no ship.
We're under his patronage. I think we should be okay.
All right.
I
Anything
guess.
else?
We're leaving, Captain, and I'm going to dive into the water. head first.
And so, is everyone leaping off into the water there?
I'm gonna leave my bag of books here, since some of them are normal and I want them to get waterlogged. But yeah,
You can put them in the bag of holding if you want.
That makes
Oh,
perfect
fair.
sense.
Yeah,
All right. So,
jumping in.
Jumping in.
Yeah, jump in.
Drop right off.
I'll be the last one to jump in.
so with that, he raises his hands up. Looking down beneath you before, the depths were just dark and never ending. Now there's a kind of almost teal glow coming up from down. You can almost see it. It's almost as if someone just, all the sediment inside of the water seemed to clear up, and you can see this clear crystal path going straight down. The actual underneath further and further beyond the ring itself. As you all start making your way, swimming in deeper and deeper. Now time passes. You all can feel like every movement you make, one little wish is as if the water is pushing you forward when you make that effort to move. Until finally, as you all are dropping in there, you start to see the bottoms of the actual the Ring of Talos, that jagged stone. It gives way to these 3 colossal reef spires, each of which spiral downwards, and they intertwine. They're interwoven like strands in a braid. They twist around this central shaft of a deep blue light that disappears into that abyss down below. Each reef bears the marks of its different factions, One looking rather beautiful, another in ruins, another with a certain sense of balance to it, shaped over by centuries of rivalries underneath the sea here. You can see one that's quickly, you can tell has a relation to that certain sea hag up there, which may have figured out would be of the Sirens. It's a dark green coral, splintered shipwrecks all fused together into this haunting towers. The wreckage forms eerie arches and balconies where pale shapes drift in and out of sight. Ghostly lights flicker through the currents like lost lanterns. Another, this one certainly appears to be one of the drowners, with its formed of this black coral veined with its dull red. The reef feels wrongly alive. Bone fragments, rusted chains, and the ribs of this ancient vessels are woven into its surface. The water all around it somehow seems heavy. Not as if in the body, just the mind of it. And then one final spiral. Surely the Selkies. A sweeping lattice of pale blue coral. Mirrored shells. Passages twist inwards like a conch shell. The walls shimmer with moonlight hues, and schools of silverfish illuminate the serene chambers where currents swiftly move in and out, but never seem too violent. At this point, each of these pillars themselves, these are the cities of this underground world, each one its own kind of separate, separate areas of the city, but that is it, this twisting spiral going down. Now, you all can make your way into the city anywhere and start exploring further, but from some added instruction to your guys' destination, you know that you are heading down. Further and further down is where you will start reaching towards your destination. So you guys are free to either, you guys can make your way in, engage with the city itself, or just keep climbing or keep descending further and further down into the depths.
What do you think, gentlemen?
This is so beautiful. I thought it was scary. I mean,
Very nice.
I mean, when you can breathe underwater, it's very nice. Also, Well, yeah.
Bit of a retro note. Just before jumping in, I vamped my familiar into a pocket dimension. So,
Oh.
since it can't breathe water.
Okay, for sure. If anybody else didn't do that, I assume it's back on the ship if you didn't do something else
Yeah.
with it.
Actually, Demon,
Right.
because of my pact, has a swim speed of 40 feet. And I don't know, can it breathe underwater? 'Cause it is technically like a.
It's like a spiritual thing. I mean, does it really need breath to begin with?
Because mine's Fey as well.
Yeah.
Are you looking?
mine's
Do you have its stat block up?
I do. It doesn't say anything about that. That's
Does it mention in its what resistance or immunities does it have?
resistance magic.
Resistant to magic. It's not like resistant to poison or anything like that.
No.
Then I'm gonna
Just
assume that it's that it's at least manifesting as some kind of a biological being. If it's still susceptible to poison, then I would say that it
Okay.
still needs to breathe.
Okay, then it'll be on the ship. Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Wow, that's that. All right. So, what is everybody's plans, intentions? You are
I wonder
under the
what-
sea.
I wonder what
We've
they
got
put here.
We've got 72 hours, so we can look for the relic right away. Try to knock out the mission, and then explore the city if we're able to, or take the time right now to explore the city, and then hope we've got enough time to
I mean,
on our 72 hours.
we don't know how much time it will take to find the relic, so I guess we should get on it as fast as we can.
We should knock
Also gotta
that.
remember
Oh,
the other group.
Sure. I think the only advantage of going to the city is maybe we could find out a little bit more about what we're looking for, but they may not, since we don't know what we're looking for, they may not either. So that's
that's a good point.
Aelor said to beware of the drowners, caution of sirens, do not think soft of the Selkies. So, all
Yep.
of those don't sound great to me. And I don't know, honestly, which one's which.
Is Prince Ariel following us at all, or within visibility, within eyesight?
Actually, yeah. Yes, he is. So a retweak with that. There was a small group of which, including those leaders of each of those dependent separate factions. There, he did lay down the law there as far as not eating your guys' crew. You are under his protection, even if he's not present at the moment. But then did go down with you all, each of which them and their kind of royal guards of each of them descended down. As you all got to kind of that middle area, pretty much right about now they are splitting off, and each of them heading towards their respective domains.
Before the prince splits off, and I'd like to just ask him on the way down, we want to be respectful of your lands, your domain. You mentioned that you may know some ancient relic that might fit the description of what we're looking for. Maybe if you could point us in the right direction, so we don't disturb your domain any more than we are right now. Certainly appreciate it.
Do you have any idea where you're actually heading? Where you're going for?
Bluntly, no.
So you're simply wandering the sea with no sense of direction? Well, certainly don't spend much time on the waves, do you? Well,
First time on a ship.
there's only one caution I might provide you. You see, you descend far enough, and you find yourself beyond our own reef here, beyond where we keep things under thumb. Go too deep and you'll find yourself at what we refer to as the Vagrip Ossuary, the catacombs down at the very bottom of the sea, and it's not a place I would recommend venturing, so hopefully you find this artifact of yours somewhere a bit more friendly. Although, given the two appendages hanging out of the bottom side of each of you, I don't think you're going to find too much of that here. But I do wish you the best of luck, and should you find something of interest, do feel free to bring it and let me have a gander. As for now, it looks over at the little chunk of mithril. I'm thinking necklace, perhaps a earrings. Yes, beautiful earrings. What do you think? I was thinking a crown, but I don't think Daddy would like that too much.
A trident?
How about a nice trident?
Ooh, maybe one to rival Daddy's as well. He'll like that, won't he?
Does fine stamp ring a bell?
Fine stamp. Let me see. Do you recall? Yes, in fact. Fine stamp. Yes, that was one of the ones mentioned in some of the old books and everything. You know, there was a time when the people of the sea and those of the land weren't so separate after all. There's a reason why there's such a practice as the conch shell, in order for us to have some kind of parlay. Although we had thought that that particular signal was lost to the ages, but here we are. Yes, that was one who came here at some point seeking some mysteries. He, as I recall, and the writing goes, he actually made his way down into the ossuary. Had something set up there, but, well, whatever it was, let's just say my father's father was not all that fond of his work, so he was chased off, and well, we haven't had much communication with your type since then. Little here or there. Aloy has been known to make his way beneath the waves every so often. Do tell him I said hello. But otherwise, don't know exactly what he was working on. I just know he was something of a madman, is how we recall him.
I guess we think alike there. You're muted, Jasper.
Yeah, thanks. We, like Torrin said, we do follow in his footsteps, collecting his relics that he's scattered across the domains.
Is that what you seek? So, do you mean to actually go down to the ossuary? Why, that's, dare I say, exciting. You know, when I was a child, I had dreamt of going down there myself someday, that I would lead a great force down to reclaim it and lighten it up. But, well, as it is, I'm not yet king, and it's not yet mine to do. But, oh, you must tell me all you see down there. Do take notes.
You said take a force down there. Is there something we should prepare for?
Well, it's not as if none have ever ventured down there at all. There have been occasions, not many that you get to hear much about. There is one that I recall who's still alive, I believe, and made her way down there and, well, wrote something of a story about it. Now, the story itself, many claim to be some kind of fiction, as So they say it's simply a true story wrapped up in metaphors and it's all kinds of different conspiracies. She swears it all to be true from a certain perspective, but who knows what is truthfully true. She does live on my spire. If you wish to perhaps parley with her as well.
I think that's a good start.
Really good start.
What's her
But
name? But
Yes. Yes, a lovely, silky woman by the name of Jasmina Corlen. She's quite brilliant. Last one, as far as I know, to venture down that way in return, though that was 80 years ago, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But the story, people still read it today. It's quite vivid. Stuff of nightmares, no doubt, but entertaining nonetheless. For your sake, I do hope that she was embellishing.
well, hopefully we can maybe bring some clarity to it for you.
Yeah. If there's anything else you need of me, well, don't ask too much. I am quite busy, but I'm sure we'll see each other around. If you do happen to find something interesting, then by all means, do seek me out. And again, 72 hours. You've got about 71 left, so do make the best of it. I would hate for you to drown at the bottom of the sea. Well, best of luck to you. And he goes swimming off there. With that, the sea lies ahead of you all. The depths down below call to you where the ossuary resides. You now have a better idea of your destination. Somewhere on at least one of the more magnificent looking reefs, you would find someone who might have some information about what you seek. And of course, there's still a whole underwater city there to explore to your heart's content as you see fit. But for now, I think that's where we're going to end things for the night. Leave it off there and see where you guys head off on the next one. And
All right.
all right.
Nice. We didn't drown.
Yay!
Yeah.
No
Sorry,
drowning.
Aaron, we're underwater.
Hello, I'm under the water.
Hello,
Please
I am
send help.
under the water. Please send help.
Let's see. So as far as XP for the night, what we're gonna do is, let's see, with 2 new locations, 150 each, so it's gonna be 300 for exploration, and no combat, but we had a couple of fun interactions there, so we'll do another 150 for the character interactions. Save your points. What are you up to? What, 1,600 points? What do I have on here? I gotta go through that thing to make
That's
sure.
that guy in particular, I believe.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. See, y'all are lucky. I used to have, in one of the stream I used to do way back when, I had on there a gate cube. Now it was expensive. It was 50,000 channel points to use. People were saving up for it, but the gate cube, and I went and custom made 6 different monsters from 6 horrible realms, and it did get used once. I think it was from I think it summoned something from the Shadowfell, if I'm not mistaken, which was basically a massive Shadowfell corrupted basilisks that I homebrewed that they fought. They were like just coming off a fight and appeared out of nowhere. A portal opens up and they're like, oh, hey, ready to die now? Anyways, but for tonight, luckily that's not y'all's problem. That's not. All right, so thank everybody so much for coming out. I appreciate it. Shout out to all our players here. You guys are absolute train wrecks, and I don't know what to do with you. But,
We're
you know,
turning into murder hobos, it seems.
it seems, you see how quickly they went towards plotting to do some horrible things to that poor robot, which, by the way, through all the bubbles, please end it. And,
Quiet you.
quiet you. All right. Let's see. With that, we are going to be setting up our raid here. Where'd that one group that we've been? Yeah, we'll kick it over
I'm just gonna
them.
teach them how to say don't.
Please. Oh my god.
All right, so kicking it over there again to, we're gonna be kicking it off to Blue Cottage D&D. I like that they just happen to be running when we run, so it works out perfectly. Thanks everybody for coming out. If this is your first time checking us out, we are here every Monday night from 4 to 7, and we have a lot of fun. We do a lot of weird stuff, and you know, you will absolutely get to see Finvar sleep in many strange places. Rarely places he's supposed to be sleeping. So
The stranger the
there's
better.
always that to look forward to. So I love that Ira had a Titanic moment. Oh yeah, yep. That was absolutely epic, and that will go down.
Loved it.
That will go down as just one of those moments. I can hear it just near fall. Oh, we don't want to get sued, y'all. We don't need those kind of copyright stuff. All right, so we're gonna be kicking off here in a second. Everybody gather up. Make sure to go over there, say hi, drop some fun emotes, let them know who sent you, and yeah, we will see you guys next week. Peace out.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.